Subscribe to the Donnie Houston podcast, man.
What's up, world? What's up, world? This is comedian Brady Bobb. You already know how we do it, man. We are rocking with Donnie Houston. Make sure you check in to Donnie Houston, one of the dopest podcast guys that ever do it. Donnie Houston, comedian Brady Bobb. You already know how it is, man. Chill.
What's going down, man? It's Donnie Houston podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been around in the H doing his thing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's a stand-up comedian. He's an educator. You know what I'm saying? Just all around Southside player, man. Was best friends with Big Pokey. Comedian Brady Bobb. What's going down, man?
That's Brady Bobb. That's what the women be saying. That's Brady Bobb.
Yeah.
That's my homeboy.
What's going down, man?
Dear Heavenly Father, just going DMX. Just want to say thank you. Everything you have done for me. Just want to say thank you for Donnie Houston, Lord. Give him the strength to be the best. Amen.
Amen. What's going down, man?
Hey, you got to give it up for God first.
For sure.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing.
For sure.
I want to give you your flowers. Can I give you your flowers?
Go ahead.
You have me on your show, man. I want to give you your flowers, man. You are the Don Cornelius.
Oh, man.
Soul Trader. You are like the catalyst, the screw. You the screw of visual.
Oh, man.
Man, this is like big, man. I appreciate you having me.
I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you having me, man. This is a blessing for you. I've been watching you. I've been in the cut watching. I like Donnie Houston. I I like what he doing. I've been watching you for a second. See, you don't know that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Please. I'm one of the old heads. You know the old heads sit back and be looking. So I was one of them guys, man. But I'm proud of you, doctor. For real, man.
Man, I appreciate it.
I want to let you know that, man. So everybody that's been on this show, and I've stayed up countless nights watching, just looking. I'm like, man, I like that. So for me to be in my dreams, and for somebody to get the call, or for me to call you, you understand? For us to have that Wi-Fi, our Wi-Fi is connected. So for you to have me on this show, that means a lot. For me to be in my dreams, say, man, I wouldn't mind being on that.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, the elements, that's what they call them. It's aligning.
Yeah. Already with shit. We here now, man.
We here, man.
First of all, we're gonna deal with some of the stuff. We got the K-Roll movie coming out.
Oh yeah, K-Roll. Big shouts out to K-Roll. I'm in this movie, man. Dope movie. Dope movie, man. This is probably one of the funniest, like, ignorant movies. You know how how a movie is like ignorant, but it's funny. And I would say this is, and I'm not to put it on like one of those equalizer or scales and try to rate it. And it just is genuinely, this is honestly, not because I'm in it. It kind of reminds me, give you that Friday feeling. To give you that, remember when Friday first came out? Oh man, but it's a Houston vibe. And we're talking about making that drink, fake drink. I mean, it's a dope movie. You remember back in the day?
Yeah, that K-Roll. Yeah.
K-Roll, you drink.
Yeah.
We K-Rolling balls.
Okay.
Man, I'm talking about.
So what's your role in it though?
Man, I'm actually the main character now. My brother of comedy, my little baby brother. I call him my baby brother. He's been phenomenal out here in the comedy scene, been killing, been everywhere. Co-host, me and Bubba Dub, we are Bubba Dub. We are the...
Oh, that is Bubba Dub.
Yeah. Bubba Dub and I want to use proper grammar to let people know that people of my skin complexion can
speak the King's English.
Yes. But yeah, anyway, man, brought to you by Top Knot. Man, it's a dope movie. I don't really want to tell y'all the plot because it's coming out in August, next month.
Is it going? Was it on Tubi or where?
No, man, this gonna be in like big screens.
Oh, you're going theaters?
They theater in this. Yeah, man, that's a blessing. We're gonna be all around, man. It's a Houston movie. Big shouts out to Top Knot, the whole crew. You got everybody in there, man. We got some of the dopest comedians in this movie all around the Houston area, the Texas area, and man, it's a real funny movie. The guy Bubba Dub, he's playing this guy named Slime. Now Slime, he always into some shit, man. I'm talking about always getting me in trouble. We grew up together, and so every time I look up, he was getting me in trouble, and I was always the one that saved him from getting in trouble. And my name was always on line for him. I'm talking about everything he do. And my role was I needed some money. Because bills due. I'm trying to do the honest thing. My baby mama, my gal, she tripping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the bread for everything, so he hit a lick on some drink. He stole some drink. We sold out everything in 1 day, 2 days. But then orders was coming in, so we needed to stretch our drink. So man, it's so funny.
Y'all come playing with you.
Man, we start rolling the drink, stretching the drink. Got boys tripping in the whole neighborhood. People looking for it. It's live, man. It's a real hood, funny comedy movie, man. You gonna really love it.
And that's gonna be August
this year. We shot it.
What's the date?
In August. They just say August. They've been steady, getting everything ready because this is major. We shot them with the real cameras. This is what it is, man. So it's a funny comedy, and everybody want to laugh. We shot it during COVID. I think it was around COVID time when we first started shooting, and we finally finished it, man. It's been a year, and they've been editing it and getting it together, man. So it's a blessing to be in the movies, man. It's a blessing. But it's a all flat out good movie. I got a few other movies that I'm in.
That's out right now?
Yes.
Go ahead.
On Tubi. It's a movie called Platinum. Go on there, Platinum. I'm playing the pimpin' now, man.
Okay.
You hear me? Do you hear me? I'm playing the PIP in that mug. I'm actually a barber in that movie, and it's a Houston pimp movie. It's a nice movie, and it's on Tubi. You go on Tubi and check it out. And I'm also in 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat. I'm in that movie. I'm in a lot of movies, but these are the ones that's I'm premiering and that's already out on Tubi. So you all can go on and watch the movie because they got some dope actors and actresses. Say it with me, actresses.
So okay.
Yeah.
So we got people here. Like I was telling you, comedian. You're doing the comedian thing. Got
yes,
the movies
sir.
going. You know what I'm saying? It's all around Southside player. You know what I'm saying? Best friends with the late great Big Pokey.
Man, brother.
For the people who don't know, who is Brady Bobb?
Man, that's Brady Bobb, man.
Coming up Southside, Yellowstone, Third Ward.
The Gorilla Glue. I'm the glue. Like, when glue and nails come together, sometimes you gonna even see the ingredients that keep shit together. That's Brady Bobb. That's Brady Bobb. When people see me and they notice something about, but sometimes you can have an aura about yourself. It's called an aura. That aura about yourself. Some people see that your light. Some people see the light and then want to recognize the light. But the type of person I am, I've been in the limelight, been in the light, but I'm the glue. That's Brady Bobb. When people see me, that's Brady Bobb. Something about him. Who was that? That's Brady Bobb. You know Brady Bobb? No, I ain't know. And then once people find out, like, oh, for real? Yeah. So
when you say being a glue, you mentioned, you and Keke early, elementary school, middle school,
Man.
Was that one of the first people that people would recognize that came out to be somebody from the South Side?
Man.
That you connected with early
The
on?
glue. He the glue too. He the top glue, Gorilla. I'm an alpha, so we
With the apes and all that.
If you notice, we all talk about ourselves as like if we were animals. The gorilla is the intelligent animal that walk the land, the kingdom, and so he's one of those gorilla glues too. Like been on Keke 35, 37 down there years, just like true friend that, you know how when you first meet somebody, you instantly cool with them. Like that's how we was.
Do you remember how you met Keke and like what that vibe was when you met
first
him?
day. Remember the first day. First day. Cause listen, I really bonded to him by the end of the day because we went to I first met him in 6th grade. Going into the 6th grade, I was going to Addicts. I graduated from Elcott Elementary. So I was going to Addicts. So, and I was in the honors at Elcott. I was in honors. I made straight A's and B's. My mom and dad and them and my family. My village didn't play that shit. You coming home with good grades. I don't give a damn.
What else you got going up? Yeah,
bitch. Yeah. Can I cuss? Bitch, you better come home with them good ass grades, and we gonna bust your ass. That's where I come from. So I was in honors classes, and by me being in the honors class, they transfer your stuff to the school that you was gonna go to. I was gonna go to Harbin because it's right down on Belford. That's when I was living on the south side with my aunt and my grandmother. I was gonna go to Harbin, but they were like, "No, you need to go to Addicts with your sister and your cousin went." So I ended up going to Addicts. I'm in honors class, in every single class, I'm honors classes. Keke in every single one of those classes with me. So that let me know. And then see, let me tell you something about Keke. I love, man. This is my boy. Keke is competitive.
To this day.
He is competitive. I love his competitive. He's competitive. When I say competitive, Keke gonna be in the class right there, answering all the questions too. You ain't smarter than me. That's how he was, and I love that about him because we pushed each other. That's how we was in class. And then me and Keke, we always connected on music from the first get-go.
Was he into rapping and all that back then? Or
Yes. We was hard back then. Our thing was, who can remember the most rap songs back in the day? That's what we did. We bet you don't know this. We be in class. MC and my people. We know the whole song. And I'll be beating on the desk. He'll be rapping and then he'll get it, boy. And I just pick up where he at. Doom, doom. So that's how we connected. Then we in classroom, we the class clowns. Oh Lord. We getting pops. You remember?
They take you to the back. Yeah.
Man, me and Keke used to get popped down there every day. Every day. He'll tell you. Now Bob ain't lying. But we be in class, but we was the smartest in the classroom though. They couldn't mess with us. Nobody. That's why the teachers still loved us. So, yeah, man. And then he also stayed on the other side of Jones. I stayed on the other side with Danjo on, I don't know if you know Danjo t-shirt shop right there for MLK.
Yeah.
Pure Hustle. My brother Mud from the Mud. He stayed on the same street with me on Lee Harve on the other side of Pershing. Keke, Lil Dower and them, Knock, Duke, the Hersheywood Hardhead, they stay on the other side. So what we used to do, we used to hoop hoods against hood. We'll come to their hood, they'll come to our hood. Because it's Agent Jackson right down the street. And I'm going to be doing a lot of name dropping because you see the affiliation of each hood that I've been living in, that the village raised me. We'll go to their hood and hoop all day. In the back of the Knock and Duke them house, they had like a goal in their backyard. We been in that bitch hooping all hours of the night. We trying to go to the league. Pat Bridges and them, all them boys. Nigga, I'm talking about our feet be muddy. We be out there all day, our feet be muddy, hooping in dirt. All hours of the night. Then sometimes, I might chill over Keke house, with Mama, R.I.P. Mama. We'll be playing the game, Sometimes Keke he wouldn't be at the house. I walk over there, knock on the door, Keke home? Oh, he ain't here, Brady. So this is like 6th grade. This is going to the 6th grade. And when we got the Addicts, man, we was like Batman and Robin. Like, no bullshit. Like Superman and Batman, Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man. I'm talking about every day. And people that know us, that know Brady Bobb, they gonna like, yeah, he ain't lying. I remember we was the class clown, so comedy kind of started with Keke. Because Man, the guy funny as hell, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about silly. Oh Lord, we be ranking all day long, Lord. But we got our work done. And we ain't cheat. We were just smart. Yeah. So been knowing Keke longer than anybody that's besides the Game Boys, Walter Kemper and Philip Kemper. I know those guys, those rappers. Before I was gonna see which rappers did I know the longest. I've been knowing them since elementary. So yeah, but Keke, They went to Hartman. I had to go to Addicts. So I had to reinvent my whole self all over again at a whole nother middle school. And when I say Addicts was, man, it was rough, boy. Shit, Sunnyside, man. Listen, you had to be hard to come through there, man. The jailhouse apartments right down the street. Word and right there, it's going down in Sunnyside, man. It was a culture shock for me. Because I'm in the good part of South Park. It's Sunnyside still South Park, but it's Sunnyside. But them, hey, they wasn't bullshitting. They were getting it in every day. They were fighting. It was fun though, but it was silly at that mud, boy. So ain't no telling what happened at Addicts.
Yeah. So that's middle school, but then you meet Pokey like not long after that, right? Is Pokey going from middle school to high school?
Yeah, from middle school to high school. So what had happened was, man, I was getting in trouble on the south side. And I really wasn't even getting in trouble. My grandmother, she was worried about me because the environment that we lived in over there, St. Lo area, St. Lo Jones, St. Lo, Persian, Doolittle, all that area over there. First of all, my people was from 3rd Ward. They from Detroit. I was born in a house on Anita in 3rd Ward, but once, blacks start moving up, my family started moving up, and they moved into the whited areas, and that was just South Park. South Park was it transcended. I remember we used to have white neighbors when I first moved into South Park, and my whole family moved from 3rd Ward to South Park. So I was getting in trouble around 13ish, around that time, and all I was doing was hooping. I bet St. Lo, but at the park, they shooting. You see needles, they drinking, 40 ounces. I'm telling my grandmother, all I'm doing, I'm trying to get good in basketball. I ain't worrying about that. She was like, no, you're going to get hurt. I can't have you, but I was coming in late. The street light come on. Big mama say be in the house. Her nerves already bad, man. You can't be missing.
You coming in showing
and
up
I'm coming
late.
in showing up late. Just fucking my grandmother feelings up. Like she nervous and shit, not knowing. So she like, you got to go to your daddy's house. So my daddy got a house. He was living in 3rd Ward. Then he moved to Harm Clark. Harm Clark, Glen Iris. That's like the you got a little money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood like Southwest. All that Most City area when we was young.
Coming over here to the Clark was pretty good.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about decent. So I had to go to Ryan. My daddy lived in the Harm Clark.
Oh, you was going all the way to the trade from the Clark?
Yeah, because my daddy was a mailman, and he'll have to. You go to the mail office early in the morning. You got to be to work for 5:30 to 6 o'clock. So he'll drop us off at my grandfather's house. My grandfather lived on Samson and Drew, right there by the King's Son. Black Jack, R.I.P. That was my grandfather. He just passed, and we'll walk from his house to Ryan every morning. My brothers and my uncle, Sid and Fish, and Plug. We'll walk to Ryan every morning. And my little brother, he'll walk to Douglas. So this is that transitioning. So I had to go to Ryan, and that's where I met a lot of. Even though I was born in a house on Anita. In 3rd Ward, a house, Anita. I don't know if you know where Anita is. Yeah. In a house. My mama didn't make it to the she didn't make it to the hospital, man. She just had just on the floor. So anyway, we go back to South Park around 77. And I remember when I had to go to middle school, it was more of I thought it was going to be a culture shock because you hear so much about 3rd Ward, like the negativity of it. But when I got over there, it wasn't even like that, man. It was glue. You know, I met a lot of guys that went to school with me, and also that played on that state team. Jack Yates. The last time Yates competed in the state championship in football 4 years later, but 4 years before that, I was at Ryan, 7th grade year. You understand? So I meet a lot of those guys, and a lot of guys we lost too. So I give a big shout out to a lot of the guys that we lost. Not even just like name dropping, because these guys that played on that state team, they're no longer here. People like Pokey, Big Rue,
George Floyd.
Let's keep going. Booby,
Yeah.
Jesse, Benny Hamilton, Wallace King, Dedrick Dennis. You know, Smooth.
All them people passed away on y'all?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can keep going. It's a whole bunch more off that team. You know, Elijah. You know, it's a lot of guys, man. But I met a lot of those guys through the Ryan and the Ryan area. That's when I started coming back to Third Ward. But who I was, I made myself known because I was a hooper in South Park. I was already who I was before I even got to Third Ward. I was competitive too, because when you hang around people that I grew up with in South Park, man, them boys were competitive. So when I got to Third Ward, I was competitive, especially in basketball, because I thought I was Michael Jordan. Anybody that know me, they know I used to chew my gum, I used to walk like Jordan. I used to do everything. I thought I was Jordan. But I was 162 pounds lighter. You know, I'm big now, but I was 162 pounds lighter. You hear? But I thought I was Jordan, so I was already established, you know, in that area. And my 7th grade year, man, I'll never forget, man, I got a house bill. Remember house bill?
Yeah.
Anybody know about house bill? I got a 58. This is where, you know, your dreams of trying to go pro really starts. If anybody, because I'm an athlete, let's put that out there. I'm a 5-star athlete. I was a 5-star athlete in Texas. So for me to understand the game, you know, football was pivotal, and basketball. But my daddy, I really wasn't a football player. But I told you I was a 5-star football player. My daddy pushed me, but I was more of a hooper. So at Ryan, I didn't really get that much time in the 7th grade in football because I wasn't advanced in it. But I do have to let you know, Floyd and Lil Von, they was the first ones who helped me put my pads in my.
Oh, your thigh pads now?
I didn't know how to do that. That's how lame I was with football. I wasn't no football player. We played football, but we hooped in South Park. They hooped every day. So I was more, I could catch though, but I wasn't just as I was as I got older. But so I made a 58, man. My daddy beat the shit out of me. My daddy whipped my ass. I was punished for probably about 6 months. Old school, hey, he said, you ain't gonna fail no more. Guess what? I ain't never failed again. You get your ass whooped and, oh man, I ain't failed no more. So that was the start of me, like, man, let me take care of my business with grades. So that's why, you know, I'm big on education, because, man, you can't do nothing without this education. So here comes 8th grade. The next year, following year, I end up being Mr. Ryan. The most populous, voted the most populous athlete. You know, I'm Mr. Ryan. So it puts me in a predicament like, man, just 1 year, I won over everybody in the school. You know, everybody, you know, they love me. And I genuinely love people that went to school with me. I got so much love for them because there's so many. And so going into my 9th grade year, this is when you said me knowing Pokey, right? Pokey didn't go to Ryan or Cullen. See, there was a little a friendly battle once we got to Yates because we bonded from Ryan and Cullen. But Ryan and Cullen, oh, they couldn't stand each other. Like, like competitive. Ryan always this good, and then but when we play Cullen tear our ass up. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never be Cullen in nothing. Let's put that on the record, y'all. I ain't, because everybody always be trying. I'm a Cullen, y'all was hard. I ain't never. I'm just being real because people gonna say Bob being real. See, that's how I like Bob because he being real. Cullen used to tear our ass up. Them were grown ass men out there at Cullen, man. Them all grown.
Yeah.
But my thing was, Pokey didn't go to Ryan or Cullen. First time I ever met Pokey was I met Keke 3 years before I even met. 4 years before I even met. 6, 7, 8, 9. 4 years before I even met Pokey. So I've been knew Keke, and so I never forget, man. My daddy was dropping me off. And his mama was dropping him off. We got out the car at the same time. Swear to God, he closed the door. The gate was locked. We couldn't walk because they dropped us off at the old Yates. The old Yates. They dropped us off on that, I don't know, what's that, Blodgett? I think it's Blodgett on the side. And Pokey and we jumped the gate. I seen him get out the car. I'm like, man, that's a big old nigga in my mind.
Oh, he was big when he was young back then.
Man, that motherfucker was big. That was a big old nigga, man. I'm like, God damn, this is a big old nigga, boy. I hope he don't hit me. Cause I'm thinking automatically, my daddy got me playing receiver. So this big old nigga gonna hit me. I'm thinking he'll sing or something. So we crossed that gate. We jumped that gate. Boom. As soon as we hit that gate, we hit the ground of Yates at the same exact time. It's like timing. And as soon as we hit the ground, bam, I looked at him, he looked at me. I say, damn, big boy. I say, what you is, a senior? Big boy, you a senior? God damn, boy, you a big old. I looked him up and I said, God damn, big boy, you a senior. He said, no, man, this how Pokey thought, no, man, I'm a freshman. I said, oh, man, you with me? Come on, let's go. Been locked in ever since that day.
How did y'all get so close?
We took every class together. How ironic. Well, so crazy now. We getting dropped off for summer practice. This before everybody get there. That's when we first met. So we hanging together every day in summer practice. We going into 9th grade year. We ain't really supposed to be there. But we there just to get the feel of Yates.
What is it about Yates make y'all? I'll be talking about this shit. What is it about y'all from 3rd Ward, that whole area, the Southeast, just love Yates, bro? Man. Like, people love Yates until they die.
Let me tell you, some of the most prestigious people come from an historical black school. You got some of the most intelligent people come out of 3rd Ward area.
Facts.
You know, all up around McGregor, those were the black doctors, the lawyers, they all went to Yates. All the prestigious people. You have athletes, you have Congress people, you have educators, doctors, lawyers, black, that come from Yates. Their roots is from Yates. If you were from Louisiana, you know, when they migrated, they'll migrate to 5th Ward or they'll migrate to 3rd Ward or Sunnyside. I'm just telling you about the history of.
No, I know. My parents are from Louisiana, and when they came here, like, I mean, I would pretty much lived in Heron Clark most of my life, but I was born in a house on Cullen and Kilkenny.
See,
my whole family, Nathaniel Brown, that whole South Union, all that shit back there. You know what I'm saying? That's where my parents, when they came from Louisiana to Houston, that's where they lived.
So you know I ain't lying.
So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So for the people from 3rd Ward to migrate to South Park. You know, that was big, you know, from South Park to 3rd Ward. I mean, from 3rd Ward to South Park, that was like, you're on your prestigious shit because it's like right down the street, but people think, you know, from back in the day, blacks didn't go to that side. You know, so, but it was so many people, you know, Yates used to be like one of those schools that everybody went to. So you'll have 6,000, 8,000 people in one school. That's a college. in class. Imagine them classes. You know, so what it is, we just have that pride. We have that. It's a pride thing because it's black. It's black. It's ours. You know, once you learn the roots of it, the sports and the way people were educationally, they strive to be the best, and it was trickled down from generations to generations to generations, and it reached me. I can honestly say, yeah, dear old Jack Yates. You know, he was a slave.
Yeah.
You know, for him to carve out a piece of, he was an educator to educate his people, and for it to still be here, almost 100 and some odd years. Hey man, you know, we only live so long, but your legacy, and his legacy is still living. So, big shouts out to everybody that went to, you know, the Jack Yates family. Yeah. So, you know, with me and Pokey, you know, we were.
What kind of person was Pokey as a kid? Because I met older Pokey. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of kid was Pokey?
See, I didn't know Pokey as a kid. I knew him as a young man.
Well, that's what I mean. You know.
Okay, so you want me to
that 15, 16.
Oh,
you know.
yeah,
that
man.
You know.
Man, listen, man. This man silly, man. That man love to laugh. You'll be looking at him. You could be mad. Like, he'll say this to me. Like, man, I don't care what I be going through, boy. I could just think of you, Bob, and just bust out laughing. He the same way. Big, lovable guy, man. Just big, cool guy, man. He just had this swag about himself, man. Big old fly dude.
Back then.
We can't lie. He was big old, and he was my partner. We hung together. You saw Pokey, you saw me. Ask anybody, they'll tell you. Every class, because we took it's ironic, we took every class together. He played football. He was our running back, freshman.
He told me that, and I was like, he was like, yeah, man, I was running.
Big, athletic.
Yeah, I was running.
He could play quarterback. He played running back. Boy, was hard.
I seen some shit online where he kicked. He did it was some game y'all had. That boy punted the ball off or some shit.
That was I was my senior year against Side Creek. Man, I got filmed him running that peel, running that bitch. My daddy still got it. My daddy came to every game. That was one thing about growing up. Man, I had my daddy. Thank God. You know, just being real. My old man came and filmed every game. Just like Dedrick Dennis' daddy came and filmed every game. So they got the tapes. He played football and basketball. It was cold.
Pokey hoops?
And he hooped. He was cold. That was my big I go down low to him all the time. Yeah, man. But my thing was, a lot of people don't know that, man, he ain't have no harm in his body, no bone, a harm bone in his body.
And that's the thing, like, I'll be telling people, like, Pokey will walk in here and he'd be like, I don't want no problems, big dog. But he ain't even, that's not even his personality, dog. Like, he gonna give you a hug before anything, man. You know what I mean?
But you don't want to piss that bitch off.
I imagine he tear some shit up, man. Big boy,
we were
man.
roommates. See, I got thousands of stories with Pokey about Pokey, man.
So how y'all end up going off to school together? Just being friends, or it just happened to fall that way with y'all playing ball and all that?
It was his destiny being the leader. Because I didn't go take I was a top star athlete, 5-star athlete. I didn't go take my last SAT. I dropped the ball. Boop, boop, boop. All I had to do was go take my SAT. They was going to factor the grades in because I had already took it 2 times. My dumb ass ain't going to take it. So I had to go to a junior college. I could have went anywhere in the world. Anybody that know that, they know that about me. Used to have that dome rocking, man.
Wait, so why you ain't take the classes?
Man, I went messing with a girl the night before. R.I.P. my cousin Calvin. I'll never forget, man. I was like, man, shoot, I'm going to get up and go take the test in the morning. He said, man, don't go out. But you know, this at the time where it was going down. I'm a rock star. Whether you know it or not, people talk that shit if they want. I was a rock star. When I say a rock star,
talk that shit, Brady Bobb. Come on, bro.
I was a rock star, not selling rocks. No. I was in that dome every Friday night, running that bitch back. Catching that bitch going to the crib, catching touchdowns in that dome. You know, going to state. and we winning every week. It's fired up out there in front of Yates. Niggas coming through with they slabs. I'm talking about.
Come on, man.
I coming through. I'm talking about every game. It's fired up out there in front of Yates. The whole red line now. After our game, we hot like the Rockets. Yates winning and the Rockets winning.
They won't say at the same time.
Yeah, play with me, man. Let me tell you something. I could talk my shit, but you know, let me.
Nah, talk. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, man.
I'm in that Astrodome every weekend, and it's fired up out there. I'm on the field, man, and I ain't trying to relive it, but I'm just giving it. You know, we got to tell my story. I'm in the dome, man, and I see thousands of people, thousands, man. And you on that field, and that bitch come to you. What you gonna do? 100,000 in the dome. What you gonna do? I was a rock star. Man, I'm out on TV every week. Catching that bitch. Ooh.
Did the test shit ever fuck with you? Like, man, I could have.
Like a motherfucker. Motherfucker. Like motherfucker. Dumb nigga shit. Just dumb shit. Just doing dumb shit. Didn't know how athletic I was. Didn't know how talented I was. Didn't know. I had the people around me, but ain't nobody really tell me like, fool, listen.
You got something.
Bitch, you got something, ho.
Yeah.
You, man, hey.
See,
bitch.
we don't be that's a thing though, bro. Like when you come up in the hood and shit, like that, you do miss that piece, bro. Like that's that little piece right there.
But my daddy was there. But I left my dad and came back to my grandmother's house. My daddy was telling me, but he ain't tell me like, bitch, you got something, ho. Come on. Like I do my son now. You know, if my son, bitch, you got something. I tell him, bitch, let's go. And I had people like in my life, people like my daddy, people like Dwight. You know what I'm saying? Them boys, big shouts out to them because they was friends growing up. My daddy and this guy named Dwight, they was friends. So he took care of Dwight, was like my uncle. He took care of me when I was, you know, out here in these streets, just being real. No, bitch, you got something. Calvin, my cousin Calvin, bitch, you got something. I ain't gonna take the test with my dumb ass. Then just doing dumb shit. You know, like when Jay-Z say he could have bought a painting for $2,000, Dumbo. Like, man, just doing dumb shit. Still nigga shit. So I didn't go take the test, man. And that
how were your grades though? Like at the time, you had the grades,
yeah,
so it would have worked out. Yeah.
2.0.
Oh, you been good. Yeah.
Stupid. Man, let me tell you this story, man. I never forget it with Big Knots, my homeboy Big Knots. So football season over with. This is our senior year, and we're going to basketball season. So Oklahoma. Now, mind you, my boy Jeremiah already down there. The dude that played Thunder and Lightning, the other running back, he was the #1 running back in Texas that year we went to state. He was the #1 running back. He had Oklahoma. I didn't put two and two together. Like, if I would have had somebody like, bitch, or even if we had cell phones, bitch, I finna send these people down here, sign with them. Man, it's basketball season. Knots over here, the dude from Oklahoma walk in. My homeboy Knots in the, this is a true story, man. He's sitting down right here. So Oklahoma, this is all Oklahoma did to me. They ain't say shit. Guess what I told Oklahoma?
You gotta have somebody look at it.
My homeboy was like, well, the Oklahoma dude was like, well, we're gonna do a two deal with y'all. Both of y'all come to Oklahoma. Big Nas say, no, man, I'm going to Michigan. I'm going to Mississippi State. I'm already signed Mississippi State. Then he looked at him. Now she said, okay, well, Brady Bobb, what you gonna do? Guess what I told this Oklahoma? Oh, man, I'm waiting on Miami, man. Big dummy. I could have went anywhere in the world. When I walk out my house, at my grandmother's house, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Arkansas be down the street. Yeah. Talk your shit. They be outside. You can ask Walter Kemper. We in the car. They outside.
Wait, so were you live in football or hooping?
I was both, but I was getting looked at in football.
Football was where the looks was coming.
Fool in basketball.
How was y'all team back then in basketball?
We was all right.
That was all right.
We just couldn't beat a few schools, but we was all right. We won.
But the football team just y'all looked better on football. We just went to
state. We and I'm giving you both. I'm not giving you one because we'll be here all day. You know what I'm saying? When it came to football, I was basically like a Jerry Rice, Odell Beckham. Before I used to catch that thing one hand
Oh, you was out there
in the
clowning.
dome, all on TV.
You got film of your shit?
Yeah, that same game. Y'all ain't look at that game. That same
I'm
game.
gonna go
So
back and watch
Pokey
the shit.
kicking.
Yeah.
Look at that game. You can go to. My friend got a lot of them. My homeboy Edward Jackson, he got a whole bunch of all of the games and stuff. But you know, it's kind of like lost footages too. So you know, some people got it. I just don't know how to get to it yet. But you can go online and pull some of my.
What number you was playing? I'm gonna go back and watch that game again.
I was number 81. I was number 81. See, and then that year Pokey was kicking. That was our senior. But the year before, that's when we went to state with Big Floyd and Gerald Moe. You know what I'm saying? And Oscar Smallwood and Phillip and Von Dickerson, Jonathan Ville. I can go on and on. Big Wallace. You know, it's just
It's crazy hearing you
Yeah.
say this because when I talked to Pokey about this, the same name, yeah, Big Von, this one, like same names. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Big Godfrey. Man, I can, you know, Landry Cooper. Man, I can go on Sean Porter, quarterback. You know, Dion. You know, it's just we had that camaraderie. Big Knots, Benny.
Did anybody from y'all squad
Griff.
ever go on and do it?
Gerald Moore.
Gerald Moore,
Yeah, Gerald Moore. Yeah. I got to the point where as I was, you know, I went to like a training mini camp for the Bengals. I should have went to Dallas, but my agent, big shouts out to Brian Overstreet. Now that's a whole nother story, you know.
We gonna get there.
Because we talking about us going with Pokey going high. I went to college with Pokey. We gonna go back to that because I know you like now answer the question. But Brian Overstreet, I had went to the Bengals for probably about a few weeks. It was like a mini camp. You know, they worked me out every day, not knowing that they wanted me to play DB. They labeled me as a athlete. I didn't know because I played two sports. So that would really kind of hurt me because I was a little shorter. And that's the same year Ocho Cinco and them. You know, Peter Ward and all of them was on that team, them receivers. I would have been playing with them if I would have continued to, but they told me they ain't need me. So, you know, it's all right. It's all right. How we got to blend, my ass didn't sign with Oklahoma. I could have signed with Oklahoma right there. If I would have known now, I would have signed with them. But that ain't what God wanted me to do. So,
because Pokey was telling me he had looks too, but he was like his grades wasn't really.
Man,
you know what I mean?
That's how he anywhere. He could have went anywhere too. He could have went anywhere. You know, it wasn't even his grades. It wasn't even his grade. It wasn't even his grades. Hold on.
You have a car.
Yeah, this is fly. This is. I know y'all see this. This so fly. I got this from D1. Big Pokey mug, man. Hey, hold on. Hey, look. Do me a favor. Hold on. I'm in a live interview. My bad. Player shit, you did. But anyway, what we was talking about?
Y'all getting the blend.
Huh?
Y'all getting the blend.
We got the blend. So Pokey could have went anywhere he wanted to, but he was just basically he didn't have his GPA together. So JUCO route, which is cool. You know, we ain't tripping. You know, we ain't gave up. You know, and plus blend was
And blend, if you're gonna go JUCO in Texas,
that was a great program.
Yeah.
If you at that time, so that's like going to a Alabama or a Texas A&M because it was so right there. Now I was A&M, one of A&M's top recruits. You know, so for me to go to blend, they were like, okay, well we still got them in Texas. Texas recruited me. I was recruited by everybody. TCU, because I was down there like Ernest Givens, T.O. back in the day. You know, just like when I say a rock star, or really a rock star, man, in sports. You know, because sports was really big in Houston back in the day. It's bigger now. It's like, wow, all these major athletes come out of Houston. But back in the day, we was the best kept secret. And so for me to go to blend, I was one of Blend's top recruits that year too. And so when I signed with them, Pokey was like, man, me and Walter. Now, have you ever heard them say Walter Kemper? That was the other DB that played on the state team. He wasn't a twin, but everybody thought he was a twin. That's my other brother. He also went to blend with us too. And so I was the final piece, and Pokey set me down. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna go on here and go to blend. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go on here and go to blend." And he's like, "Bob, you ought to come there too." And so when he said that, I was like, "All right, man, I ain't tripping. I'll go. Let's go on here and go. Let's do it." So I signed with them and ended up going on out with Pokey. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. So okay, y'all get down there. Tell me how that was, man. Getting down
Well,
there playing the college
once we
ball.
get down there, we roommates. So just imagine you got your brother. This your roommate. You with him every day. Pokey was the noodle man. You know what the noodle man was?
He had the noodles.
He made the noodles. I'm talking about he was cold with it, man. Like when we have football practice and we come home, and then sometimes the calf will close early. Our mama and them, Pokey mama, R.I.P. his mama, Miss Arden, and my mama and them, they'll send us calf packages. I was the Kool-Aid, man. I made the coldest Kool-Aid. You get diabetes fucking with me. And Pokey was the noodle man. Pokey, he had this little noodle maker. He'll make the noodles, man. We'd be, So me and Pokey was roommates, and we was every day in college, every day. It's like the first time we ever met to the day he got up out of here. We was everyday guys. So down at Blend, it was very competitive. Pokey was one of the strongest guys there. The strongest guys there. He was one of the and Blend. I'm gonna say one thing about Blend. Blend was a top-notch college. That's why I learned discipline. That's my first time even going to a white institute. I always went to black school. I always went to black school. So that was the first time me ever having white coaches. So I'm gonna tell you what happened with me at Blend. They let me go. Blend let me go. They let me go and then asked me back the next day. And I was so arrogant back in the day. I was like, "Nah, I ain't coming back here. I'm cool." They let me go. When they let me go, Oklahoma, USC, Ole Miss people was calling the coaches and I'm like, "Y'all let Brady Bobb go?" And they were like, "Yeah." But they told me I could play basketball that my freshman year. That's how they got me there. They lied to me. I'm going to be real. They lied and said, "Man, you can play basketball." They thought I wasn't going to make the team. I made that motherfucker. So my scholarship wasn't what I thought it was. That's why it was big on me coming back. I caught every pass that was thrown to me. 13 for 13. I ain't never missed a drop of ball. I was a true freshman. Me and Pokey, we was true freshmen. We played together. And so for them not to bring me back, all those other schools called them and was like, "Y'all let Brady Bobb go?" So they called me back the next day and asked me to come back. And I'll never forget Coach Frisch was like, "Well, Brady, you could, you feel like it feels like that you're not, you're not into it." I had got my 40 down. I came in running a 4.8. Got my 40 down to like a 4.5, low 4.49. Got it down. But you had guys that running 4.1s. It was fast, you hear me? 4.2s and shit. We were running 4.29s. Speed kill. I was elusive. I was cold with it. I was like a Peter Warwick, but I wasn't choo like that. And we can honestly say that. I was a possession receiver. So for me to go to Blend, it was more like, I could have went to another school that was gonna guarantee me to play two sports. I'm signing with two, but I listened to Pokey, and Pokey was like, "Man, come down to Blend. You be right down the street, bro. Man, if anything go, this how he tell me, man, anything go down, man, we go right there. It takes 75 miles to get home, man. We play it, then we come right back." I'm like, "Yeah, that is true." Because if I was gonna go off, I needed to go. If I was gonna really go to college, bitch, you need to be going somewhere far. If you're gonna come back and get the basics, go right here because Blend a powerhouse. So I learned a lot from Blend. It taught me discipline as a man. Because the coaches, they didn't play. They was by the book. And I love them for that because I learned a lot. And I never forget that year football showed me football don't have a color. Give a damn where you come from. Turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor. You turn to him. That's your brother. You have some boys. This is real talk. You got some people probably be a part of the Ku Klux Klan. Some of y'all might be Black Panthers. Some of y'all might be Bloods. Some of y'all might be Crips.
We don't feel though.
We don't give a damn about none of that shit. Y'all better get it together and become brothers. And that's what we did. Won a few national championships. I didn't win. I didn't stay on that team. I had left. And,
so you did blend for how long?
1 year.
You did 1 year.
1 year. I just did 1 year at blend. And
Pokey did 2 years.
Pokey did 2 years.
And then he went to Abilene?
Then he went to Abilene.
So you go where when you leave blend?
I was jumping schools.
Bouncing around.
Man, I was bouncing around. I went to Houston Community College. Had to sit out there next year. Then I went to Northwest Mississippi. Now these are top junior colleges I'm finna name. Then I went to Kahoma Junior College. They didn't let me in, so I had to go back to Northwest. Then I ended up going to East Texas State up there in Commerce, East Texas Commerce. I couldn't get in now, so I had to go to Paris Junior College, go play basketball at Paris. By that time, I'm really burnt out. Came back home, just like 97, trying to get in the streets. Streets wasn't me, you know. But I gave my life to God in 98.
Okay, what happens to lead you to that? What were you doing in the streets? Because something had to happen.
Man, it was just a lot of stuff going on, man, around the neighborhood that that I didn't want to ever get caught up in nothing or be a part of anything stupid or messed up. So I'll never forget this girl. She saw me at the gym, and I was working out every day, working hard, just not knowing that I'm finna go back to school, and I got skinny. Like skinny. Her name was Crystal. Crystal, big shout out to Crystal. Crystal had not. She said, Brady. She looked at me. She said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "No, ain't nothing wrong with me." Shit, but I was hooping every day, trying to live this NBA dream out and still work. But I was hooping every day, midnight league, getting myself back. Because I always knew that I was gonna go back to school, but I didn't know when. I just stayed ready. So. When I saw that, I seen her reaction. I was like, damn, she must think something wrong with me or something. I like that. She don't know, bitch. I'm really not calling her bitch like that. I'm just saying, in my mind, I'm like, shit, bitch. I'm really out here hooping. You know what I'm saying? But people used to always walk by me and say, that's Brady Bobb. I used to hear him, man, that nigga used to be cold. Man, that's Brady Bobb. Look at him. I used to hear him. Like that Mary J. Blige video when she see people's eyes. I was a husband, and people like, that ain't him. What's wrong with you? You okay? But I was just staying in shape. I was always in shape. So like I said, I gave my life to God, man. Just real talk, man. Pat Truesdale and Brian Overstreet. Now remember I was telling you about I signed with Overstreet out of high school. But Brian Overstreet and Pat Truesdale, Mr. Cease and them, Eddie Combo and them, I'm name dropping because you never know. They the ones who got me at Kentucky State. But I met a few friends from Northwest Mississippi. People like Cletus Hunt, Galen Young, Zayman Glasper, Elliot Young, Big Travis, T. Hill, Hassan. Let's go on and on. Those guys was all down at Kentucky State. So Pat Truesdale and them, I was with my homeboy Big Knots. He was about to go to the league. Now mind you, 4 years went by, my homeboy finna go to the league. Big Knots and them come pick me up. I was at my trap house in South Park. Just being real, we gonna keep it 100. He was like, man, this ain't your lifestyle, bro. This ain't you. Big Knots came and got me. Him and Pat Truesdale, they came and got me from the hood. Took me to a hotel. Brian Overstreet and them was finna, Mr. Cease and them was finna sign Big Knots because he finna go to the league. Big Knots finna go to the league. Now remember I told you, Big Knots went to Mississippi State, then he ended up going to Murray State, but Big Knots finna go to the league. Now bitch, you see, you sitting up here bullshitting. This what Big Knots told me, like, man, you don't get up out of here, bro. This 98, bitch, you gonna be dead in a year. He'll play that street military.
You was getting it in like that?
Nigga. Yeah. So you got to understand, you know.
Did you feel yourself? I don't want to say falling off, but kind of.
Yeah, because I value people's opinion. That's the only way you're gonna fall off if you really value somebody's opinion, because you not know what you're doing. You not know you head down self-destruction. You don't know that. How you gonna know you self-destructing unless somebody tell you? Man, you self-destructing, man. What the fuck you doing, bro? Come on, bitch. No. And if Big Nas was here, he'll tell you. You know, he's still living. Big Nas still living. He'll tell you. If he was here, he's like, yeah, I did. Came and got me, took me to a hotel, took me out to eat. He was just showing me the lifestyle of, bitches, this is what's finna happen, bitch. I'm finna be a millionaire, and you sitting up here bullshit. My boy, Big Cletus, was on the Mel Kiper list. Pat Truesdale came in the hotel, knocked on the door and said, man, you know this dude? I'm like, yeah, Cletus Hunt. Shit, that's my boy. He went to school with me in Mississippi. He said, yeah, he at Kentucky State. I said, he is? Man got on the phone with Kentucky State. This guy named William Jones. White dude, but you thought he was black. Now, mind you, my homeboy Zayman the year before had told the basketball coach about me. They'd been already sending me brochures to go to Kentucky State a year prior to that. So it was divine. When I gave my life to God, that Sunday, that Wednesday, I was on the plane. That Thursday, I was at Kentucky State. All in 1 week. Bam. One decision, all in 1 week. The same week, I gave my life to God. That Friday night, I was sitting at Kentucky State in the flagpole, because I made that one decision. I was serious with it. So when I saw Big Cletus' name on there, we called Coach Jones. Coach Jones was like, no, Pat was like, man, we got Brady Bobb on the phone. We trying to get him into school. This is no lie. I was sitting right there by him. We ain't have cell phone. We was on the pay phone. I heard him say, what? He looked, he's like, you know when people, like, what he said, he know you. I'm like, for real? Mind you, they was at Grambling. They had just got down to Kentucky State a few years. They was recruiting me with Eddie Robinson. Oh, it's deep. It's deep. It's deep. That's how deep it is. I could have went to Grambling. So in 98, they was basically like, hell yeah, Brady Bobb right there, we'll take him. Tell him come on. I said, yeah, I'll come if I could play basketball. That's the only way I'm gonna come. Because I could have went to Florida A&M. I could have went to Hampton. Because now I'm on a low scale, so I got to go to a black school. I can't go to a D1 school because I done set out so many years. So now I got to go back, and then Kentucky State gave me 3 years of eligibility. So I'm 23 years old. I'm a grown-ass man playing against babies, killing them. Went down there and killing them. You hear me? Took over football and basketball. Started. I walked on the first year, and then they gave me scholarship the last 2 years. I walked on football and basketball. I had to prove myself. I ain't scared to fail. But the reason why I ain't scared to fail and that determination, because when I was at Blinn, when Poker was telling you, I wasn't disciplined enough to really understand becoming a man. I had to go through that within those 4 years, and God was like, see, look, bitch, this ain't for you. This life ain't for you, bro. Quit trying to be somebody you ain't. Man, take your bitch ass to school. This is how God talk to me. I don't know about y'all. You know?
No.
You know
I feel you. I be hearing it the same way.
You know what I'm talking about?
I be hearing it the same way.
Your God might sound like Joel Osteen. My God say, bitch,
get your motherfucking
ass up and go with that bullshit. But I appreciate that conscience. You know what I'm saying? So for me to go from this to this within a week, that's how good the Almighty is. But Big Nas said it, man. Big Nas said it, man. And so now within that time, you know, I'm watching my friends.
Oh, because Keke's successful rapper.
Up. Oh,
Keke's
shit.
successful rapper. He's, you know what I mean?
Now, mind you.
How do you meet Hawk? Because you had a relationship with Hawk, right? And you said you were staying with Pokey in college, right?
Man, let me tell you something. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Am I on point with the time and all
Let me
this?
turn this shit off, man. Now, I'm finna show you. You say the first time I met Hawk. Now watch this. First time I ever met Hawk, man. My aunt and them live in, she moved from Third Ward to South Park, but she had the dead end of South Park. The last street of South Park on Selinsky, you turn on Selinsky, make that right on Selinsky, and you come around that first street of Jutland. Now, it's a bridge that lead to Pearl Homes. So, what was so crazy, funny you asked that question, how I met Hawk. My homeboy Herb Green, Herbert Green, big shouts out to Herb. I gotta give him shouts out. Herb lived in that area over there by Hawk and Pat in the circle. They lived in the circle. So Herb would come get me, and they be hooping in the circle.
This is how you at what
This
age?
the first time. Now this is when I'm at Yates.
Okay, you're in high school. Okay.
I think I'm like in the 10th grade, 9th or the 10th, like the summer. So we go around the corner. This is the first time I met Hawk and Pat at the same day. This the same day. Pat was Herb would come get me, and then he was like, man, I'm finna introduce my homeboy. This boy, he cold. This I heard talk, man, he cold. He be freestyling, man, he cold. I'm like, what's his name? Nigga named Fat Pat. I say, who? He said, nigga named Fat Pat. Nigga cold, bro. I'm gonna tell you, because we thought we could freestyle too. So the nigga like, the nigga cold. Swear to God, bro. First time me ever meeting Pat, Hawk was, I swear to God, it had this bright dude, I forgot his name, Kendrick or somebody, used to stay right there next door, across the street from Hawk. Hawk was at his house, Pat was at his house, and Hawk was fixing on the car. He was fixing his car, his Cadillac. He fixed his Lack. He fixed his Cadillac. He was under the car. So we walk up, we were hooping and shit, and Herb say, man, Pat, come freestyle for my homeboy right here. He from Third Ward. Oh, this is what Pat called me. He from where? Third Ward. Oh, what's up, little Third Ward? That was my name, little Third Ward. Every time we saw, what's up, little Third Ward? Every time. Man, I swear to God, the nigga started freestyling. The boy freestyled for about an hour. An hour. And I'm like this the whole hour. He didn't stop. He did not, a whole hour. We timed him. He said, well, I'm finna freestyle for you. Watch this. But then, what was so crazy about it, that was the first time I met them, but once I met them that time, I used to always hook up with Al Henderson, that we went to church together. And my cousin them used to live right down the street from Ron. You know what I'm saying? So my little cousin was from that neighborhood adjacent. My aunt and Nadine, they lived in that neighborhood. So, but Al went to church with me at Trinity East in Third Ward. So I used to Al will come pick me up, him and Goldman Butler. They'll come pick me up and we'll go into Kennedy Heights and Pearl Homes and hoop, because they used to hoop in the back. Hawk and them, everybody. It used to be fired up, man. Oh man, everybody coming through there. But I was the nigga in hooping in South Park. So I used to go to everybody's hood, like I say. But that was the first time I met Fat Pat. First and Hawk at the same time. So Hawk had finished, I think he was changing his all. Then Hawk come over there and start rapping. Hawk come over there and start rapping. Because we had on beats. Now, we're probably some of them ghetto dream beats. That ghetto, I don't know. Because that was the first time I met him. He probably was rapping that one of them songs to me. But I knew he rapped for an hour. He probably did this whole album for me.
Talk about because you got into some songwriting, you know what I'm saying? We talking about freestyle and all that, but you know, to keep my name out your mouth, and you know, some of these other records that you kind of had a hand in.
Yeah,
talk about that, man.
Yeah, man. So, again, Paul Chevy's. Big shout out to Paul P. Diddy.
Yeah.
You know, that's our big brother. Steve, everybody, Waldy, everybody, man. Big Rule. Chevy's Entertainment. Now, mind you, I went to Kentucky State. I'm at Kentucky State, but I'm training. I only come home for a little window. When I come home, again, like I say, the Hawks, the Kekes, the Pokey, the Chris Wards, the Lil Boobies. When I come home, we having fun. Big Mo, you know, Mike Wilson. You know, when I come home, we having a good time. We laughing. So they keep my name out your mouth. How that resolved was I came home for probably about a week from football training at Kentucky State. So Pokey was listening to some beats. I stay with him when I come home. He listened to some beats, and then he said, "Bob, I got this beat that I'm gonna give to you. I want you to come up with something with to it, because I'm musically inclined." And so I think I got home from school. I talked to him on the phone about it. So when I got home, he came and picked me up from the airport. It was him that time, and so we went straight over to Big E house. And so Big E had the beat. Poker told Big E, say, man, my boy Brady Bobb, man, he cold with it. That nigga come up with any type of hooks. He cold. They had been told him about me. So now Hardest Pitting Little already to drop. Now you working on Docaine 2000. This Docaine 2000. So I'm over there chilling, and the beat come on. Pope play the beat. He play the beat. Bam, bam. Then I hear boom, 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 boom. See, when I hear music, I can instantly come up with something. Bing, boom, 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 boom. It's just me and Pokey in now. Big Mo, Big E, Harvey Love, P Diddy. They all outside. They blowing. They Poke. I'm home, so Poke. He couldn't come up with something with it. He said, "Man, I can't come up with nothing on this old ball. What you think?" Boom, 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 boom. Watch out. Keep my name out your mind. He looked at me. That nigga hit me in my chest. Bitch, that's what I'm talking about, oh. That nigga hit me in my chest. Bitch, that's what I'm talking about, bitch. I said, boom, boom, boom. Keep my name out your mind. Then he started, bitch, you know my name. Yeah. Sis, he'll be saying the little shit in between.
Is that right there?
Then I was like, yeah, because you got to keep saying it. He like, say it again, Bob. Keep my name out your mind. Then he'll, then I say it again. Keep my name. Every 4 bars, I say, keep my name out your mind. Then I say, Poke, you need to say something in between now. He did it. That was the song. Harvey Love came back in. It was a Harvey Love beat. Yeah. Big shouts out to Harvey Love, man. Harvey Come Love. Down King, one of the hardest to do it. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So it was a Harvey Love beat. Harvey Love was over there. Everybody came in the highs, and we performed it for everybody. Everybody was like, nigga, that's it. Everybody, that bitch, man. You had to be in there. Hold up, baby. Man, you know, Southside. When the hold up, man, what I'm talking about, Bob. So, now mind you, I'm only home for a little while. I got to go back to school. Now, while I'm home, Big Hawk and them, who else? They'll Mike D and them, big shout out to Mike D. They'll lock me in the studio and just come up with songs, come up with hooks with shit. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, I go back to school. I ain't come home for a whole year because I couldn't, because I got football and basketball season. So by that time, you know, Poke, Hardest Pitting Little was the shit. He on. I call him because Poke send me some money here and now. You know, he'll send me because I'm his brother. He can make some money, shit. Why I make some money, bitch? You know what, bitch, I'm up here trying to go, bitch, why me something, bitch? I need something. All right, bitch, I got you. Give me, I'll send you something later on today. Give me, I'll call you. This before cell phone, so he had to catch me in my beeper. He'll beat me, or you know what I'm saying. So Poker sent me something, and this is before we had phones. So for he called me, he'll say, Bob, like, you know that song you gave me? I'm like, what song? He's like, man, that keep my name out your mouth. I said, yeah. He said, bitch, that's one of the hottest songs in the South right now. I say, no, it's not. I don't know, cause I'm trying to go to the league. This is my sophomore year. I'm trying to. No. This is my junior year. I'm trying to go to the league from Kentucky State. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know nothing about it, nigga. When I come back home, I only came home 4 days. So them 4 days, this is the last time I saw Screw. The first day when I got home, this basketball season now. The first day that I got home, Hawk and Pokey came pick me up from the airport. It was a show. They was having a show in Austin. Big Mo's down there, Zero, Keke, whole clique. Wall, Chris Wall, Woldy, Zero, everybody down there. Big Mo, Mike D, Lil O, everybody at this. I don't know what it was. It was something in December though, but it was fired up, y'all. They come pick me up from the airport. They down there already in Austin. They had to turn back around. Come, man, we got to go get Bob, bitch. And you know how Hawk talk, man, B-Ball coming home, baby. Baby. Them niggas turned around to come get me. Pick me up from the airport. Now, mind you, I got 4 days. We shoot straight to Austin. Bam. We get there right on time. Like, it was guard timing. Probably get there like 1:45. When I say Hawk introduced everybody, because it was a backstage you had to go up to, and then it was like a sea of people. The stage was on the back door, and then the stage was right there, and then you had to go up some stairs to get to the stage. But when you're on stage, you can see everybody. Man, it's about 60,000 people. 60,000 people. So Hawk introduced everybody, and then at the end, he said, and B-Bob home. I come up the stage, I thinking of somebody, but I was like, God damn. I hadn't seen the shit. Them niggas went global. I'm in Kentucky. They didn't went global.
This your first time seeing like,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is the first time I'm seeing it. We south side to death in Kentucky. I got them south side and Lil Keke, everybody. I got them on them. But I hadn't seen that many people seeing them, the whole clique. I had never seen that many people seeing them. It fucked me up. I'm like, ooh. So they run everybody on the same show, the whole clique. Everybody on 3-2 might do a song, or Lil O might do a song. Pokey gonna do a song. I mean, not Pokey. Hawk do a song. Big Mo do a song. You know, do some songs. Mike D. Everybody is fired up. Pokey do a song. He did keep my name out your mouth. When that song came on, dog, them people went crazy. And then he looked at me, you walk on stage, dog, Poke, bitch, I told you, bitch. Bitch, I told you, you thought bullshit. Boom, 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 boom. Then Hawk gave me the mic. Boom, boom. Keep my name out your mind. You know what I'm saying? Keep my name out your mind. The whole nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when he sung that whole Donnie, nigga. I'm talking about. I remember
when that came out, bro. That was, man. Come on, man.
This is the first time he been telling me for a year. I don't believe him. So that's one was the hottest song. I'm in my black and fended bitch driveway in my black and fended.
Yeah, keep my name out your mouth. Yeah.
I'm talking about everybody that was on the song was at that show, and I'm singing the hook. Boom, 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 boom. Same night, we drop Hawk off. Same night, we drive back to Houston. Same night, we pull up to the wreck shop. This one that was on Southwest Freeway. They telling Pokey, man, we got this beat, man. You remember that? You remember that man, that whoa beat, that whoa. We pulling up. We done drop Hawk off. Now we pulling up to the studio. Same night. He say, boy, I gotta hit the studio real quick. I say, what the beat at, bitch? Let's vibe on the beat. He say, I don't got the beat, bitch. They got the beat. Swear to God. Swear to God. We pulled up. He got out the car. I walk in. No D on the thing. No D. He on the beat. He on the thing. He on the board. He say, turn the beat on. Nigga walked in the booth. I'm gonna jump up in to run the beat. I'm gonna jump up in this shit. You see what I'm saying? Ain't gonna stop. Sensei for show. Hitting the door, buying the record, showing nothing but naked. What boys expected, I'm a
man. Yeah,
pushing the Benz, legs laying painted tan. 18 kicking,
you know,
like Jackie Chan,
or the
Tybo. See that hydro, that's all I blow. Ask that Big Mo, I push a photo, rep the logo, know it's me, bites a mic.
Yeah,
and I'm right here. Come out the door.
he told me he did that one take.
I was there.
Yeah.
First night I get off the plane, so I'm fucked up mentally. Like, do I want to go to the lead? I want to be a rapper. Bitch, you need to make your mind up, ho, because
it's going down
it's
right
going
now.
down.
Yeah.
First night. Last time I saw Screw walked in. After they, this no lie, bro, and everybody know. That's still a lie. They know I ain't lying. That was there. ESG had already dropped one verse. He came. When Pope dropped that bitch, everybody was in the music industry was there. The head. I was there. I'm right there. Nigga was coming back. They called Screw. Bitch, that bitch Poker killed that hoe. Oh, Lord. Screw walked in. I seen him. That was my last time seeing Screw. Came 5. What's up, baby? That bitch, you home? Now, choo-choo, he ain't always home. Because he had another gig. He didn't go to the concert. He wasn't at the concert. He didn't go to the concert. He was doing something else. Now, he probably was mixing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But now you got to mind you, of Screw, me and Pokey was the one that was trying to go to the lead. I'm not in the Screwed Up Clique, but I'm that Gorilla Glue. Remember that glue we was talking about? Mm-hmm. I always told Screw, bitch, if I make it, I'm giving you some money to fund the Screwed Up Clique. If I go to the league, we're gonna be Screwed Up Athletics. You know, man, that was and Hawkins always said, yeah, bitch, we need you to be trying to go to the league, bro. That'll really help us, baby. That's how he talk, you know, that'll really help us, man. That'll really help us, baby. Big shout out to Misha and Lil Hawk, man. You know, Hawk for sure. Man, you know, that's my girl. Oh my goodness. When I
she was at Yates with y'all.
Man, listen, let me tell you now. And
she came out, she told me 93 if I'm not mistaken.
She laughing right now because she watching that bitch. She about to, Misha be like, because Misha used to pump me up, man. Misha had me doing all that, her and Evie on the Shay had me doing all that Jordan shit. Misha be hyping me up. B-ball, come on, baby. Come on, man. Do the Jordan. No lie. Ask her, she'll tell you. Misha, she was our football and basketball cheerleader. So she was at every game. And she know I love me some Jordan, and they love me doing Jordan. I used to do some crazy shit. And yeah, man. So that was the last time I saw Screw that night. And for that, for me to really understand what was happening, those 4 days was like pivotal for me because I had to go back to that Sunday. I got off on a Wednesday. I flew in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I had to be Sunday. I had to be back Monday. So that was 6 days. So I had to be back for that Monday, like the little break, because basketball season go on in Christmas time. We had games for Kentucky State. So yeah, man. But that day, that time in my life for me to come up with that song, and I've done a lot of songs. I used to be in a singing group with Big Mo.
Oh yeah, Getting on My Nerves. Girls on My Nerves.
Second verse.
Yeah, second verse. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you about this. About me I was the choreographer. I was the 4th nigga, like in Jodeci. What's the nigga name? You don't know.
Down.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me. It was me, Mike Wilson, Paul, and Big Mo. You know what I'm saying? I was their choreographer. I was the one that taught them how to dance and shit. Cause I was, I know how to dance. And this was my senior year, even at Yates.
Y'all shot the video and all that, right?
Yeah, we shot it. Yeah. I wasn't in the video, but I was there. Okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
I heard about it. I got the song, and I've heard about the video.
They was the official group. I was like, if Big Mo couldn't make it, I was the fill-in. I filled in like 2 times for Big Mo. But I was the one who taught them how to do the dance and I sing with them sometimes, but I was like that member just in case something happened to these three niggas. You know what I'm saying? We got Brady Bobb. But big shouts out to Chris Morris. They played for the Jazz, Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
He'll tell you he was our manager back in the day. Big shouts out to Chris, man. And yeah, man, those was pivotal times with us, like in Houston, man. When the last time I saw Screw, that really kind of like put me in a different mind frame, because I got the call from Pokey. We were just about to play North Carolina Central in our basketball tournament, and Pokey called me and told me that Screw had passed, and it's 2000. And so, that was kind of like...
That's crazy, because Big Roo got killed like a year or two before that, right?
Now, let me tell you about that story. Big Roo, that was my brother. Big Roo, R.I.P. Big Roo and Mafio. Tragedy happened with them. I was in college. I was at Kentucky State when it happened, but I was trying to get Big Roo to Kentucky State. Him and this other dude named Big Horace, Big Cat. I was trying to get them to Kentucky State, and I'll never forget, man. I had just hit like 30 points in the game, and Coach Edwards, my coach, he was our dorm director, but he was our defensive end. He was helping me get Big Roo and Big Horace to Kentucky State, and I never forget, we played the first game, basketball game, and the girls played after us. I'm walking in to change to go to the party, go see the girls, because I want to change. And he walked down the hallway and he said, "Man, you need to call home, man. One of those two guys didn't make it." I'm like, "What you mean, Coach? What happened?" He's like, "Man, you need to call home. One of those." I was like, "Okay, what they get their grades? What the hell? What's going on, Coach?" He said, "No, man, one of those guys got killed." I was like, "Oh." So I ran and got on the phone with Pokey. He was like, "Yeah, Bob. Big Roo got killed, man." So.
Did it cross your mind at the time, like you said, they went and got you from a trap house to go back to school?
Yeah,
Did
man.
you think at that moment, like, man, what I'm saying, if I would have kind of, that could have been.
That's the beauty of, because Big Roo's an everyday dude too. When I say everyday dude, one thing about Big Roo, with me, he was a protector. I was the little dude that everybody protected. I was little. I couldn't do no wrong in nobody eye, dog. That was like, because I can honestly say everybody loved me, because I was silly, man. We was gonna have a good time and laugh, so he was always around me. So when Rue passed, I thought about it. I said, "Damn, man, I could have been with him." You know what I'm saying? Any one of our friends, we could have been with him at that time. But that was a reality check, because a year later, look what happened. And Big Nas said that to me, and look, it happened to Rue. And so, yeah, man, that hurt me, because I was trying my best to get him in school, because he had got kicked out of Baylor. And he was a monster at running back too. He could have went anywhere in the world, and he went to Baylor and got time.
Wait, so what happened with him at Baylor?
He got they let him off. They let him go.
They just let him go.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
Okay.
You know how it is, man. You got to be disciplined. Yeah. Come on, nigga, you got something. Yeah. That's what we missed. Yeah. Come on, man, with that bullshit, bitch. Yeah. Man, you might make us some millions, bitch, if you come on. That, and at that time, that's what I was on. I had changed my life. I'm like, "Oh man, I gotta, man, this ain't gonna go easy, man. If I keep thinking I'm somebody I ain't. No, well, this ain't you. This ain't your lifestyle, bro. You gotta handle your business, bro. Ain't nobody gonna take care of you. You got to get out there and get it." And then I didn't like what people were saying about me. I didn't like that. So I had to change my life, man. Best decision I ever made in my life, man. Cause let me tell you something, man. I came back with it. Went down now. All-American Black College receiver and basketball player. Won the SIC in basketball at the point guard. This is the success story. It took me 3 years. The success story, me getting my bachelor's, doctorates, got my degree. I'm on my shit. So when that happened to Rue, that made me like, man, you gotta come on with it. You really gotta make it, cause he was one of the people that was football too. He could have made it too, and went to the NFL and gave Screw some money for the school to click too. That's what we was on. We was trying to make sure we hold it down for our part for Screw, you know. But you got to mind, you got the dead end, you got the south side, you got the north side. I mean, you know, got all these sides that everybody was vested in Screw. Screw was the heart for us. Boop, 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 boop. So yeah, man, that was real pivotal for us when we lost those guys. Man, I remember I remember Pat Lemon. I remember, you know.
Oh, you knew Pat Lemon too?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember. I met Pat Lemon with Pokey. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So I mean, I remember last time I saw Fat Pat. He was getting his hair cut. You know, it's just a tragedy, man, that we lost a lot of those.
So many guys, man. It's crazy.
It hurts my feelings because when you know these guys, you're around these guys, and it makes you feel like, damn, man, life is precious. You know, the decisions you make as a man can affect you, and you got to handle your business so you can have longevity. You know, and that's what it's about, longevity. You know, a lot of people don't understand. It takes discipline and pride to live. You know, there's people out there that don't got no pride. It's not because they don't want to not have pride. It's just sometimes pride, you know, you got to really dig deep to get it, to show it. You know, yeah, man. I went down there, man, and handled my business, graduated, and, you know, that's where the success and the people poured into us at a younger age at Yates. You know what I'm saying? You can't be somebody. So I always carried that mentality of being somebody, and but it started with the pride thing from my high school.
Man, we talked a little bit off air about, you know, just having your circle and having people around to motivate you and, you know what I'm saying, keep you out of that. And we were talking about, you know, Pokey passed away, but we got that sensei before he left. But it was a period, you know what I mean, where he was just kind of, you know, you didn't really hear a whole lot from Pokey at that time. You know, some people saying kind of alluded to the fact that maybe y'all were kind of just there to encourage him, like, man, get back out there, man. Give us one last run. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Man, if anybody know Big Boy, man, and this you know, Poker got his own pace, man. You can't, Poker ain't finna do nothing you don't want to do. I don't give a good goddamn how much you try to encourage him to do. Poker gonna do him. He gonna listen, but he is gonna move at his own pace. And just knowing him, you gotta love him because he was solid with that. You can't push me to do nothing I don't want to do. You know, when it drop, it's gonna drop. But now, mind you, we done tried to drop a few times. We done tried to drop a lot. You know, sometimes signing with people, you know, you lose masters and people don't want to give you the masters. There's a lot of untouched music out there. There's a lot of untouched music that producers still have.
No shit.
Yeah, man. Because you see that little time that he wasn't doing nothing, he was doing something. He was dealing with, you know, then he was doing a lot of features. He was picking up the bag on features. He got vault music, man. You could play that anytime. Not because he was dead. Now he dead. Before he died, Pokey was doing music off 2 albums for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's how cold he was with it.
Yeah.
I was at the shows. I see y'all, everybody jamming that shit.
And that was the great thing about Pokey. It was like if he never dropped Sensei and he died, we still gonna be like, man, Pokey a legend. Okay, was the hardest been a little in Dope Game 2000. We'll be happy as hell with that shit,
man. But
and then he came back one more time.
Man, that bitch hard.
Yeah.
Now, I told y'all, you know, he'll come by my house And I used to always hear the lineup before he'll drop it. He come, Bob, what you think, man? I want you to hear the album. Now help me line that up. Come on, bitch. He'll come by my house. He got a key to my house. He's an everyday nigga for me. You know what I'm saying? I cut his hair. You know. And everybody that know it, they know it. You know, some people don't know it. But I want the type to be just like broadcast. Like, yeah, this my. I did, but at a point in time, you know, it is what it is. You know, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's cool. I don't, you know. But he was basically, when he dropped that album, man, I'm talking about hard, bro. And it sound up to date.
Up to date is right now. It's right in pocket with everything going on right
like,
now.
He don't sound all dated. Like, the man coming down. No. He's metaphorically, that's the word. Say it with me. Metaphorically, he's writing his lyrics.
Yeah.
And he his penmanship is great. He's on his shit. So this album, man, it's a classic. You know, another album that's a classic, 25 Summers.
25 Summers.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, it's another
classic
one,
album.
Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about, woo, jamming.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing about it, you know, big shouts out to the Mob Style, Walter, D1, VI, Will, Montre, you know, and big shouts out to Whammy, his wife, my baby, I love her, his daughter, my god baby. You know, man, we all going through it with this one. But his music live on. I got so much footage with him, just so much stuff with him. It's just like, I can hear him talking when he ain't talking. I can hear him. Like, I can hear his voice. I know what he'll say to me. Cause we were basically on some positive shit. We wasn't never on no negative, never negativity. It was always positive. Always. Always positive, man. We didn't play with negativity. That wasn't our thing, you know. So, you know, his family, his daughters, you know, Jada Jalen, you know, Jackie Zaka Chan, you know, Javay, his daughters and his sons, you know, we hurting from this. Keke, he hurting. Tasty T, we hurting. Shano, we hurting. We fucked up by this one. And there's no way around it, but we gotta live through it. What can we do?
Yeah.
You know, he went out doing what he loved to do, and we love him for it. Who gonna step up now? Somebody got to fill the void. Somebody got to step up, just to even make his legacy live. Who else? I'm gonna do it. You know, I got to. They might get sick of me talking about him, but that was my brother.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody don't know him. I know him. I got thousands of footage with him mentally, of his audio in my head. You know, and just the way he was, man, all around good guy. And he's gonna be missed. And one thing about it, we just gotta, just like, you know, anybody, we gotta keep his dream alive and keep grinding.
Yeah.
Keep his name out there and just, you know. Because he was a good guy. I could see if something would have happened to him. Or, nah, man. God showed us, well done, my son. Who you going to be mad at? You know, we get selfish sometimes when it comes to death. Huh? Yeah. We get selfish. We be like, man, dang it, man. Big Mama 95, man. Let Big Mama go, man. Shit.
Had a run, yeah.
God damn, Big Mama 97 and shit. You know what she don't know why she gone. Don't you hate that phone call though? Like somebody call you like late at night. You know, that death phone call. I hate that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Your heart start palpitating and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's something that we gotta go through.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. We all gonna get that call. Just being real. And while you're here, you see what he did? He left us with a jewel. Every day I listen to it. And every day I got a new song I like about that motherfucker. I'm on that Stacks right now. I like
you can't even play next day. Yeah, that Stacks. Oh yeah.
I like the whole album, but I'm just been on that Stacks, him and Lil O.
Yeah.
Big shouts out to Lil O, Fat Rat, man. Hard guy. You know, still one of the ghetto philosophers.
Facts.
You know, which is he my guy. Big shouts out to Billy Cook.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Shout out Billy Cook. Man.
Oh my goodness! You know, like I said, some of the most pivotal people come out of Yates. Billy Cook went to Jones, but we still love him. Man, you got people like H-Town, Dino, the group H-Town, hard. Man, we can go on and on about Yates, people that's pivotal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Felicia Rashad, Debbie Allen, Roland Martin. I mean,
Santana Dotson. You know, it goes on and on. But you know, Pokey falls up under one of those greats that come through the city and bless the city, and he gone. So guess what we got to do? We got to push on with him. You know, we got an angel watching over us, man. That's a big old angel, boy. He don't let nothing happen to you. You know what I'm saying? He don't let nothing happen to the city. Just being real. But he was all around. He was all around talented, lovable, family guy. And I ain't gonna lie, I miss him every day. It's hard for me some days. I'll cry some days. I'll be secluded, but I'm all right, y'all. I'm all right. You know, it's just something I got to go through, but I'm busting their head in this comedy game.
Yeah. We gonna be okay. Regular comedy spots. Let's promote this comedy before we get up out of here.
Man, listen. You know, comedy is one of my pet peeves because I love to make people laugh. You know, we could have been laughing this whole.
We could have, because I don't talk about this. People that know me know, but like, bro, I done stand up. Like, I'm a comedy fucking junkie, bro. Same with this rap shit. Big on that comedy, bro. We can talk comedy all night long with that shit. Yeah.
Comedy is one of those things that, you know, some people might like to draw. Some people might like to read. Some people might like to throw darts. Some people might like to roll boogers. You know, go boog out there and roll, throw that mouth. I like to make people laugh, man. I love it. It's just something. And I do music. You know, I got my own show too, just like this. I do music. I got my own studio. But making people laugh, man, I think that's what, not even think, I know that's what God got me here to do. You know, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I could honestly say, like, somebody like a Pokey. He told me, man, I'm proud of you. I see you. Bitch, I see you on your comedy, bitch. Nigga, now that one thing they can't say, I don't know about your music. You know that? you tripping with your music a little bit, but that comedy, you a bad man. I already know you funny, bitch. That would, you know. And then even like Lil Keke called me the other day, say, bitch, do you love it? I say, yeah. He say, what you love? I say, I love that comedy. He was like, see, man, you got to come on with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, this game treacherous. You know, he'll tell you, man, I'm the captain. And you gotta listen to him because when he
talk, you gotta listen to Key.
You gotta listen to him. Yeah. Let motherfucker know what he talking about.
You gotta listen to Key, man. Yeah.
He the captain. Yeah. We already know that. Let's be real about it.
No, it's a fact.
You know, and then the captain, he the only one left. Like I'm talking the first top
from
10.
The day type shit. Like, I mean, Mike D. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. My bad. You know, you got Randy. You know,
Rhino, but when you talk about the rappers,
like the ultimate of this clique is Key.
Yeah,
and we got to make sure that we give him
everything.
His push.
He got it.
And I'm being real. I ain't nobody dick riding. I'm gonna let y'all niggas know that now. I ain't no dick riding.
You know what though? Fuck that, man. Because this is what our people gotta stop being able to do is we gotta be able.
But
to
you know, some people. I know, but
right
this what I'm saying. That nigga dick ride.
But if you watch though, but this what I'm saying though. We gotta get out of that mind frame of I'm giving it up to somebody and it's dick riding. Nah, bro.
The crabs.
It's just showing love. Showing love ain't dick riding, bro.
Man, listen.
There's such as dick riding, but that's not dick riding.
I'm telling the truth. But I just know how people are. And then some people like, bro, you ain't had to say that, man. You could have kept playing. Man, I know what I could have said. Let me do me. God damn it. We love him. We got to give him his cards while he here. He's one of the greats. So
Definitely.
and if he says do something, he the captain. We gotta listen to him. Cause he know what the fuck he talking about. I know. Big shouts out to him, my brother, man, Marcus.
Keke the Don, man.
I call him Marcus. Y'all do all that other shit, you know. Cornelius. That's Pope name to him, Cornelius. Cornelius. But yeah, man. But man, listen, man. This comedy, you know, somebody compared me to Kevin Hart the other day. Even in the comedy game, they can talk that shit if they want in the comedy game. Just here in Houston, but I've had my hands on a little bit of everybody. Success. And I'm not gloating in that. No, I'm saying is, man, I fuck with everybody, man. And I ain't gonna fuck with
I done seen you give opportunities, you know what I'm saying?
You know what
I done seen that.
I fuck with everybody. I love everybody, man. I want to see everybody make it, man. Cause guess what? If you make it, I make it. That's how I look at it. You know. And when I say success is around the corner, all you gotta do is keep pushing. This is poem that I read that we was able to always, when I pledged, this poem was pivotal in us finishing. It was called Don't Quit. If you ever go through something, read a poem called Don't Quit. Man, that poem is so strong. It's a mentality of man, you gotta fight, bro. You can't quit. You gotta keep going. I'm not afraid to fail. I can do all things through God who what?
Strengthens me.
Strengthen me. My big mama, she used to do that. I could do God through all things. I could do all things through God who what? And I had to do this. Strengthens me. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. This comedy, man. Somebody said I remind them of Bernie Mac. Somebody said I remind them of Cedric Entertainer. For real? Oh. I mean, you own to something when black people give you when black people give you that, not even trying, man, you remind me of Cedric Entertainer a little bit. For real? I take that like, man, that's real. But I also study those guys. I study them.
Top 5 comedians of all time.
Oh my gosh. Robert Harris.
Okay.
Follow the chip.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
Not in that order. Bernie Mac. Earthquake. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, I threw a slug at down.
Okay.
Earthquake hard, man.
Yeah, okay. Earthquake been putting it down for the longest though.
Bernie Mac hard.
Yeah.
Robert Harris hard.
I always tell people I feel like Robin Harris would have had that lane before Bernie Mac got that. Like that was
Bernie Mac was the mirror image of you turn them around, they sound alike down there. You close your eyes, that's Robin Harris. I thought that was Bernie Mac a little bit. He patterned himself after him. You know, Bernie got his own style. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm Mike, I'm finna pattern myself after the Kings. You know, people like a Martin. You know, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. I mean, I can go on. Eddie Murphy, to me. You know,
that's my goat.
Murphy.
That's my goat. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy gave me the courage to do stand up in front of my family. Like, remember when Ralph first came out?
At the beginning, yeah.
That was me, nigga. Yeah. Go back and look at that was me. It wasn't me, but you know what I'm saying? That was me and my family. I used to do comedy with my family, you know, and my grandmother, my mama, they funny in my family. Man, we be laughing all day, you know, with the family. You know, when you have family game, family night and stuff like that. But I mean, who? Mike Epps. I mean,
naturally funny.
Naturally, man. Oh man, Cat Williams. Even Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart new special is just dope.
I heard that's his best special. The new one he got on
Yeah,
Peacock.
that was
I haven't
nice.
watched it yet,
It's
but I saw it. I
nice,
got it on
man.
my thing to watch though.
Chappelle. I mean, Nipsey Hussle. I mean, not Nipsey Hussle. Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory.
I got Dick Gregory in me. Dolomite in me. See, I'm as a comic, I'm all those in one. Corey Holcomb. Love me some Corey Holcomb. And he's still living.
Yeah.
I like rawness. And I'm just giving it for the men. I got some women that's hard. I'm talking about hard. Yeah, some hard. I know some hard ass women. I'm talking about go hard. Who like people try to talk down on Monique. Monique hard. I like Monique.
Some more. You got
some more. Adele Givens.
I go even back. Miss Laura.
Miss
Hayes.
Laura.
Yeah.
It's
Thea Vidal.
Yeah.
H-Time right here from H. Yeah.
It's so many. It's so many, but comedy has been Brady Bobb's niche. Yeah, I can honestly say, and not trying to be on no silly shit. It's just basically, man. It's just who I am, man. I like to laugh. I ain't no sucker. I like to laugh though. 95% of my day I'm be laughing. That's just the way life is, and you should want to laugh. Comedy has a way where you can forget everything you're going through in life. When you want to laugh.
It's also one of the most to do stand up comedy. Like it's a bunch of shit. Like I can DJ well. I done produce. I do this podcast shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I did stand up comedy before. I think before I really got into production. Like I had only DJ'd at that time. I always tell people that's like the greatest high.
I know.
As far as a natural high,
it's natural.
Like that's the greatest high. It's the hardest. It's the hard as far as the talents. It's the hardest talent that I've had to do, but it is the most rewarding and the best feeling out of all of them.
Man,
if you go on stage and you do well and you come off that shit, the rush can't be compared to shit.
Every week, I'm doing comedy. I was doing comedy every day for a little while. But let me tell you, when you get off that stage, when you're in front of thousands, I didn't perform in front of thousands before. Hundreds and thousands. I performed in front of 6 people. I didn't. Hey, it varies for me. But that high, that comedy high. Oh man, when you see these beautiful women over here laughing at your silly ass, you can see all her teeth, and she got all of them. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got the side, she got everything, just beautiful, gorgeous, and she's smiling. And then you got these people over here, a couple of they over here smiling, having a good time. Then you see everybody's. That's my high, and it is a natural high. Now it could fuck you up if you ain't ready. hey, that shit'll get in your head if you don't come on with it. Cause you up there, you don't got, and them people ain't laughing.
Cause this is the thing about comedy. That's why I say it's the hardest. Cause like when you get on stage with comedy, like DJing, if I got shit going on with me personally, I can hide behind them turntables and that music. When you get up there and they introduce you, once you hit that stage, they looking at every move you make, every sound that comes out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like that
timing,
everything, man.
Your timing got to be impeccable.
I'm gonna get back and do some comedy, man. I gotta do some comedy, man.
I'm gonna
go get back out in the frequent. I've been telling Elliot, my director of photography, that I'm gonna jump back out there and start.
You could do all things through Christ who what?
Strengthens me, I can do that shit.
Why not? Because you never know what avenue that's gonna open.
But the thing is, I don't want to come back and do comedy full time. I would just come back and just do this shit more so for me to just get my shit off. Like I already kind of got my thing going. If something accidentally happens, cool. But like I done comedy, bro. Like I got video of me doing comedy in Houston. The last time I did it was at ATL Comedy Theater.
Okay,
2017. That was the last time though. But like study that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I study that comedy, like music and everything else, bro. Like I love that shit, man.
Yeah, I love it too, man.
Same passion you speak with about it. Like I don't do it, so this might seem weird to hear me talking about comedy, but the same passion you speak about that comedy, bro. love that shit.
Man, I've been doing comedy down to over 25 years. I was doing hosting. I do a lot of hosting. I'm an activist. Like I said, I was on the George Floyd funeral. I was on that committee with the family and everything. But doing comedy, that's like my number one thing. And I do a lot of stuff. I could do a lot of things because, like I said, I'm not afraid to fail. If I fail, guess what? I'm gonna get back up and brush myself off.
Yeah.
Brush my garments off, and if I got some scabs on my knees, it's gonna grow back. You'll be all right. Just don't quit. So with this comedy, man, I mean, people been flying me all over the world. All of them. And I did comedy in Iraq.
That's what's up.
Did comedy in Baghdad, Dubai. You know, at the army bases. I used to work for KBR. They used to have me hosting. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing comedy for a long time and been doing good with it, man. You know, a lot of people. That's how a lot of people know me, from laughter, and just all genuine person all the way around the board.
Nah, it's your niche. I mean, it's your thing. It's like, you know, when you do other things, you come to a point where you find your niche. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the reason why I said I ain't trying to do comedy because it's like I did a bunch of shit before I did podcasts. And when I got podcasts, this is the thing that made the most people gravitate to me.
Yeah, man.
Comedy with you. Like you said, we talked about football, basketball, music, da-da-da. We talking about comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
comedy,
yeah.
it's the comedian Brady Bobb. This is the era we in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I'm blessed in this area, too, because I've reached more people doing comedy. I sold 500,000 out my trunk. My CDs. I wasn't good enough for them, I guess, for music. I still do it, but comedy, shit. And people come to see me. They fucking with me on their comedy. They literally, people they fuck with me on that comedy, man. I can't even lie to you, man. It's none no other. You know, and then, you know, with comedy, you get to be you. You ain't trying. You don't got to be nobody else. You can say what the fuck you want and get away with it too. You just got to know how to say it. And I know how to say it.
Yeah. When's your next show, man?
Well, you know, I'm performing every Saturday.
Okay.
But I'm hosting
every Saturday
at Sugars.
At Sugars.
At Sugars, I've been over there for the last 2-3 months. But I'm hosting the Miss Plus America this week. They have 2 shows. There's really 3 shows. I'm hosting 2 of it. I didn't know they had that. Miss Plus America.
Yeah, that's my first time here.
I'm finna go see me some.
Go get some thick.
Some thick and pretty. But yeah, man. But man, I've been all around America doing this comedy. Just came from Memphis. Just did Ohio, Tampa, Nashville. I've been all around. And then I'm, you know, these movies, they you know, they giving me some leverage, man. It's a blessing. And then the Donnie Houston show, man. You know how big this is. You know,
nah, man.
Big shouts out to my Kentucky State people. I know people like, man, you ain't give me low rider. What's up, baby? You know, I go on and on with all my folks. Les, what's up, baby? Just, you know, all my people, man.
Yeah, well, man, I appreciate you coming through.
My family, my brothers, my sisters, everybody, my daughters, my son.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Oh, social media. Your social media before we close out.
You know what? They took my Instagram.
What was it?
I had called somebody something I wasn't supposed to.
Okay.
And then they took it. But then I got me another one. That's Brady Bobb. That's Brady Bobb. Philly D. Williams on Facebook. But I got too many friends. And then comedian Brady Bobb. Pull any one of them up. YouTube me, whatever. Got a lot of footage, man. We had to do this again, man, because I still got. You know,
it's so much, but the other part is this:
so
to get The next guest has been waiting downstairs about 15 minutes. So that's the other thing. We've been talking. We didn't talk. Nigga, we said that about 2 hours down.
Yeah, man.
About 5.
Man, I already know y'all.
And we still ain't even got all the way. It's still
just,
so much more other stuff we could have talked. So I'll have to bring you back. You know what I'm saying? We'll do this shit again. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
Y'all catch Brady Bobb on stage, man. The boy be doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Energy's always up. Jokes always on point. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I appreciate you.
Love you, man.
Love you too, my nigga.
And this is genuinely, man. We love you, man. The whole internet community, man. We look forward for your content, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you are Houston. You are somebody that we love, and we can't wait to, man. What Donnie? I don't know, man. Donnie, you the stamp of approval. Yeah, I'm the glue, the gorilla glue.
And there it is.
That is Brady Bobb.
Comedian Brady Bobb.
Comedian Brady Bobb. R.I.P. Sensei, man. Love you, boy. You know how we do it, man. We gonna keep your name going.
Got that. Always, man. Listen, man. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I'm Donnie Houston. Comedian Brady Bobb. Hey, man. Long live Big Pokey. We're up out of here.
Donnie Houston.
Subscribe to the Donnie Houston Podcast, man.